And welcome back, everyone, to the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. And that includes all my LLs, my Lubari listeners, my fellow real estate investors, and my fellow real estate enthusiasts. This is the place where we talk about all things multifamily real estate, mindset, and building the life that you want through strategic investing. I'm your host, Jason Lubari Olds, and today we're talking about something that goes deeper than deal analysis, cap rates, or even cash flow. And you guys know how much we love cash flow. But today, it's about you. Specifically, how the way you do business reflects who you are and sets the standard for every deal, every relationship, and every opportunity that comes after. So whether you're just getting started or you're scaling fast, this is a message that matters. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's start things off this way. Let me ask you a powerful question. If someone followed you around for a week, watched you take calls, respond to emails, walk properties, or talk to brokers, what would they walk away thinking about you? Would they say, wow, that person's on point, respectful, responsive, and sharp? Or, they seem a little disorganized, late to calls, not really locked in. The truth is, in multifamily real estate, your reputation travels faster than you do. Because people talk, brokers, lenders, property managers, even other investors, they all pay attention to how you move. And this isn't just about politeness. It's about professionalism. It's about being the kind of operator people trust. Because trust, my friend, is currency in this game. And it starts with how you carry yourself. So let me share a quick story. There was this guy that I met early on in my investing journey. He was a little younger than me. He was hungry and he was ambitious. He wanted his first 50 unit deal and he wanted it bad. But every time we talked, he showed up late. His underwriting was sloppy. He talked a big game, but never followed up with real numbers or next steps. He wasn't really taking the action. The guy had potential, but the way he did business told everyone that he wasn't ready. Now, contrast that with another investor I partnered with later, right? He's always either early or on time to all the meetings. He has all his documents prepped, questions are sharp and ready to go. And if he said he'd follow up by Friday, like the team, we had that email Thursday night or Friday morning. And even when he didn't know something, he'd admit it. And he'd go find the answer and bring it back. That guy, I mean, he runs a portfolio worth over $30 million. And it wasn't just his knowledge. It was his discipline, his consistency. And that was his bar that he set. And that bar set the tone for how others worked with him, how others talked with him, and how people invested in him. Okay, so let's talk about how small things can build big brands. And the kicker is always the small things. It's the small things. It's how you answer your phone. how fast you respond to emails, how you treat the assistants, not just the executives, and whether you show up prepared or you just wing it. Those things may seem minor, but they shape the brand that you're building. And like it or not, you are a brand in this business. When a broker refers you to a seller, they're putting their reputation on the line. When a limited partner wires you $100,000, they're trusting that you personally operate at a high level. And here's the key. Don't lower your standards for anyone or anything. Instead, raise the room by how you move. Show people what it looks like to do business with excellence, integrity, and pride. Now, I will say this. The way you do business not only reflects who you are, it also attracts or repels people. So, if you operate with integrity, you'll attract trustworthy partners. If you respect people's time, you'll find professionals who do the same. If you do what you say you'll do, you'll build a network that believes in you, even when the market's tough. And the opposite is also true. If you cut corners, ghost people, overpromise and underdeliver, you're sending a message, and that message compounds. And here's what I've learned throughout my journey that is still continuing. But here's what I've learned so far. Super simple. How you do the little things is how you'll do the big ones. So start now. Start small. Build habits and systems that reflect the kind of investor and, more importantly, the kind of person you want to become. And a book that has really helped me out with this, well, okay, maybe there's two books, but the first one is Atomic Habits, and the second one is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So those two books are excellent sources of knowledge and will give you amazing strategies to help become who you want to be. Okay, so what's the takeaway today? I want you guys to ask yourself this. What message am I sending with the way I do business? Am I setting the bar high? Not just for yourself, but for the people around you as well. And what would it look like if I brought just 10% more excellence, 10% more intention, and 10% more discipline to the way that I move? Because at the end of the day going in, your deals will come and go, but your reputation, that sticks. So start today. Tighten up your systems, be early, be prepared, and be someone people love doing business with. And then you can watch how that energy, that reputation, and that bar unlocks doors you didn't even know existed. And now we move on to my favorite part of the podcast where we talk about what real estate can do for you. So last week, I'm not gonna lie. After the last episode celebrating the wins, I really took it to heart, and I've celebrated how far that I've come. So one thing I did was I got myself a watch. It's a gold Movado, and it's beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. The next thing I did was I went on that trail ride with my cousins, and man, did we have a ball. We got dirty. We had some libations, and I mean we had a good old time. Ooh, the fried fish was so good. The fried fish was so good. And then we found a guy that makes the moonshine, and so we got some from him. And yeah, we still didn't finish all that, but we definitely had a good time after that. And then not only that, like we were at Southfest in South Carolina, and Jazzy Faye was putting on a show. He put on a great show. We got to see some great up and coming artists. Some of them were from here in the DC area, and then to end it all, we got to see Bun B on stage, and it was great. It was just a good old time. The only thing I didn't like was the drive back. Well, I also don't like long drives. So, I don't know, but I feel like that was a great way to celebrate. And I really enjoyed myself. I had a genuine smile on my face. And it's moments like that that you don't want to miss out on. And you want to truly enjoy while you're in the moment. So, don't forget to celebrate yourself and how far you've come. And also, remember that the way you do business reflects on you, whether it's positive or negative. So make sure that you're making smart decisions and you're moving with purpose, and you'll be just fine. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in to the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. If this episode hit home for you, make sure you share it with a friend or a teammate. And don't forget to hit the like button to subscribe. And, you never want to miss a new drop. And until next time, raise the bar and keep building the life that you deserve. I love you all, and be blessed.